right, so I'm finishing up my teaching philosophy page, and so I've added in the text, which were 4 paragraphs. I've made the font the same, so it looks uniform. And I've added, since we're talking about teaching and students, I luckily have a picture of me with a student. I don't really love the picture, but at least it's me with a student in the kitchen, and I've added it. Now in here, my last sentence is, it is with a smile on the face, beaming with pride for the creations that I know my students are happy and successful. And so on this picture, I definitely want to have a picture of a student with a smile. So I've double clicked on it, and I have this change column background. So change strip background, that's not what we want. Change column background is what we want. So we're going to click on that. I'm going to click on image, and we're going to upload media, Google Drive, connect Google Drive. This is what takes forever. So here we go. We have a picture of a student with a very big smile. Upload it. Okay, let's click on it, make sure it's selected. Click on change background. Yay, now it worked. Yay. There we go. All right, so we have that great big smile, me with a student. This is our teaching philosophy page, subpage. Awesome. Yay, that one's done too. Hallelujah. Now we have other things. We have personal goals, professional goals, certification, advanced professional review. All of that stuff I'm going to have to populate, and that's going to take time to do. I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay, now I'm starting to populate my bulletin board pages, and right here, this is where I've got it. So bulletin boards under professionalism, and I'm doing the year 2018-2019, so I clicked on it, and it came up with this already set strip layout template, and it looks nice, so I'm keeping it. And I started populating the information. So this is the one from May 2019, the things they carried. Here's the picture of my bulletin board. And also I had student work at the bottom of it. So I included a picture of the student work as well. Now I'm going to start populating this strip. And this will be the April 2019 book, which was Mouse. So I'm going to go right here to change image. Here's my bulletin board. Now for some reason this keeps going. I just click it down there. WIX sometimes has quirks. That keeps going and going, and the only way to get rid of it is for me to log out of WIX and re-log in, and that takes so long. Just I'm decreasing the thing and leaving it. All right, so this is my bulletin board that I want. I'm going to choose the image, and there it is. So now what I want to do is I want to put this header up here, and I use the grid to keep it aligned. And then I'm going to stretch this all the way over to the end. Now these fonts were already on the page. I know they're not exactly the same font as my originals, but I'm just going to keep it. It's too much time to constantly changing the fonts. This I don't need. I'm just going to delete. I don't need the dollar symbol. Delete. I don't need this button. I click on it. Delete. It's gone. Now what I do want to do is raise this text up here, though. I'm going to use the grid again. There we go. And what I'm going to type in here is mouse. So double click, delete, mouse, and then below I'm going to put by Art Spiegelman. And it's a good thing to make sure you always have the spelling of everybody's name correct. So I like to write it down before I start typing it in to make sure I've got the correct spelling. It might be a good idea to start creating a list of all of the books each month and their authors. Now it's telling me it's incorrect, but I'll double check that. Hold on. And make sure I got the correct spelling. Art, Spiegelman. Okay, so that is correct, even though it says wrong. And then that was April 2019. Okay. So now this picture needs to be moved over, and we're gonna, there we go. Now I want it to line up with the picture at the top. So that one I have all the way to this line right here. So I'm gonna move this back over. All right, now that middle line that showed up, that purple middle line, that means it's lined up. I do think I want to lower it a little bit. Is this in line with this? This is in line with May 2019. So let's make sure that's not in line. Oh, I have to lower this just a tiny bit. All right, there we go. Now I didn't have any artwork for the students on this bulletin board, so I'm just going to leave that blank. That's okay. But you can see, there we go. So now I'll move on and do the next month, and then I'll show you some more stuff in a minute. I have my bulletin board section filled up, and now the template that they gave me, I have no more of these strips. So I went into add strips, and I couldn't find any that looked like what they had established here. So what can you do? Well, apparently you can do what's called duplicating. If you come over to this bar on this side, on the right side of the screen, there's this key right here. It says duplicate. And if you click that, it duplicates your strip. Now, that duplicated my header. You don't want that. So you gotta make sure you're clicked on the right thing. So now I believe I'm clicked on the strips. It says strip up here. So let's do duplicate again. All right, now it doesn't, you can't really tell, but there should be a duplicate. See, there we go. There's a duplicate of this strip. It lies right on top of the other one, so it's a little difficult to realize that that's there. And then you just gotta drag it down. And what I'll do is once I've dragged it down, I then can add the new information to it. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, I'm getting an elongated strip, and they're not getting that break that I have right here. So I'll have to fiddle with that later, but as you can see, sometimes WIX does not work exactly the way you want it. So, but anyhow, let's start changing this title. The next one is Angela's Ashes, so I've highlighted, and now I can type in the title. And right here, that's Frank McCourt. And that was February 2019. Okay, and this also is 24 font size, this lettering here. And now to change the picture, I click on it, and then I get change image. Go back into upload, WIX, Google Drive. Here's Angela's Ashes, upload that. And so you can see this is what takes so much time. so hopefully it will upload quickly, which it doesn't seem to be doing so well today. There we go, thank goodness, because I've already logged in and out my Wix account multiple times today, having trouble with uploading pictures. There we go. So now we have Angela's Ashes picture. All right, so now I'm going to have to do the same thing that I just did. I'm going to have to go to duplicate, because now I want to add my January 2019 bulletin board. So I'm going to click duplicate. Now again, that just duplicated the picture. So undo. I have to remember, click on this and make sure it says strip. See how it's highlighted here? It says strips, and I know that's what we're duplicating. Click duplicate. All right, and again, it's very hard to see. You have to scroll down. All right, so I'll finish populating all the information for the bulletin boards for 2018-2019 year. All right, so I finally got this whole finished, the bulletin boards for 2018-2019, and I'll scroll through. Now in some places there was a bit of a border, in other places I couldn't get the border because this template only has so much space going down. I couldn't add another full-length strip. It wasn't enough room. The length of this template only goes this far, so I had in some places move up and get rid of that barrier just to make enough space for all of the bulletin boards. My first year, it was a full year, and I had plenty of bulletin boards. Second year is interrupted because of COVID, and so there's not as many. So now that's bulletin boards 2018-2019, 2019-2020. Let's check. All right, that one I still have to finish. Or no, I did finish it already because we were interrupted in the year. So the first one was Great Gatsby, then The Lord of the Flies, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, Brown Girl Dreaming, and then we were interrupted. Okay, so then let's check on bulletin boards for this year, what we've done already so far. I should have that done. When I was Puerto Rican, Othello, and that's it so far for this year. So, yay, bulletin boards are done. Woohoo! All right, so now there's still plenty more stuff to do, but basically I've gone through most of the things that you would need to know. I've created your sub-pages. I've shown you how to, all the different categories that you need to put in, putting in the pictures, all this different stuff. And so the UFT teacher profile I have here. So there's this information as well. And I've just got to spend a lot of time getting all of this stuff added and, writing other things like my personal goal, professional goals, hooking it up to the advanced professional performance review. My observations need to be put in here, culminating projects, the DIY, Atlas protocols. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I've shown you guys pretty much how to add things, how to use this WIX formatting, choosing the template, doing your add-ons, adding media. So you should really have a good idea of what you need to do in order to create your own WIX tenure portfolio. And if anything else comes up and I'm going to add to it, I'll make another video, but hopefully this 4-part video, and they're almost 15 minutes each video, is enough to get you started, and hopefully without much trouble, you'll be able to do it with a lot more ease and not make a mistake like I did and do the wrong format and have to redo the whole thing again. So, hoping to save you all a lot of time. All right? Take care all. Bye.